Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Sylvia and I make videos on planning with the occasional review. Planning has always been my way of working out problems and solving the day-to-day issues in my life. Join me as I experiment on how to best tackle projects, figure out how to stick with habit tracking, and celebrate the wins, both big and small. So grab a cup or a glass of whatevs and let's get on with the video. Okay, we are at the end of April, going into May, and I'm going to try something crazy. I'm going to try and incorporate a traveler's notebook into my lineup. Now this is crazy only because in the past, 2 years or so, I have not been able to stay in a traveler's notebook to save my life. I have been in hardcover, either A6 or A5 Moterm notebooks for the past couple of years and have been happy with that. And in the past, I have been able to go back and forth, and as of late, I just can't seem to do it. So I've already picked my cover. These are the ones that didn't make it, and I thought I would share with you why, for those people who do ask a lot of questions about traveler's notebooks and the differences. This is the standard size. I know I usually size down for the summer, but I was thinking about all the things that were on my shelf. I've been shopping my shelf, and I still have a lot of standard stuff left. So that's mostly the reason why I chose the standard size. I also chose it because it's not that serious when it comes to carrying things. If you keep things light, it's not that hard to carry in the summertime. Okay, so here we go. 4 covers that didn't make it and why. So the first one, the top one, is a Moterm cover. No, it's a Moterm cover. I always want to make this Jewish and say Moiterm. I'm sorry. I think it's just Moterm. Anyway, this is kind of a dupe for the Vanderspec, and it's the one that was made famous by Ink Imperfections here on YouTube. But this is just like, I think it's way even maybe a fourth of the price. I couldn't even say. I think hers was like around 300. She mentions it in one of the videos. Of course, I think the Vanderspec is stunning, but this is really great for the price point. So we have a couple pockets here, and then we have space for you to have a wallet either in the front or in the back if you have extra cards. You have a pen loop that I never use because no matter what I put in here, it just hits against the notebooks and they don't sit right in here, and it just annoys me. You have the pop closure with 2 different notches. You have the zipper. And then you have these 2 secretarial style pockets, one full length pocket here, and then you have the back pocket there, and 4 elastics on the inside. Now I'm going to also share with you the second one that was a no-go, and this is a Foxy Fix. This is in the spice leather, and for the life of me, I can't remember what this leather color is called. I want to say licorice, and I feel like that's wrong. Whatever. It does have an elastic closure, so that's a difference. We do have a pen loop on the inside. This one works better. I think it's because it sticks out a little bit more, so the pen can set over to the right a little bit more out of the way of the notebooks. Have the card pockets here, and then the crisscross pockets here. And of course it has 4 elastics on the inside and a back pocket. Now, as far as the Foxy Fix is concerned, the back has this extra piece of leather sewn into the spine so that whatever weight you have on here, it won't collapse because this is a very, very thin leather. And that causes a problem for me because if I don't put enough in here, like say 4 notebooks, it kind of holds its shape as a square here, spine attached to it. And so if you don't put enough in here, it just seems odd. It doesn't look aesthetically pleasing in my opinion. It looks like you're missing stuff in here, and you have to kind of put a lot in here in order for it to look really nice and full. Because it is summertime, I'm preferring not to carry, 5 pounds with me wherever I go. So that's why I didn't choose this notebook or this notebook. Now this one doesn't have a reinforced spine. I don't know if I said that right the first time. Reinforced spine, like the other one does. You can kind of, actually that's a lie. I feel like there might be a thin piece of plastic or something in here, but it doesn't make the, well, yeah, maybe it does a little bit, make it kind of square. Sorry, I have my camera in manual mode, so I can't pick things up and it won't focus. It's sort of in there, but it's a little bit more forgiving than this one. And so, again, if you don't put enough in here, it kind of looks like it's missing stuff and it's not as aesthetically pleasing and it looks kind of odd. And I just don't like that. So these were a no-go for me, but I do love them and I do recommend them for people who like to carry 4 notebooks and other things like maybe some wallet type things. Also really great if you're someone who likes to take your notebook, your insert rather, off of a string and put it flat on a desk or a surface so that you can write on that specific insert. If you have only one string and you're piggybacking a couple of notebooks so you can fit 3 on one string, 2 traveler's notebooks, you had to take the whole system apart in order to get one notebook off sometimes, and that can be a struggle that is real. So again, if you're someone who likes to take a notebook out to write on it, I highly recommend making sure that you have enough strings for each individual notebook that you will be using. Then we come to 2 more of the Moterm covers. This one, I can't remember if I cut out. I must have cut out where it says Moterm. This one I obviously left in because it didn't bother me or I didn't use it enough. Who knows? But this is the black one. This one's called Burnt Orange. I kid you not, that's the actual name. They both have that nice pebbly feel to them and they kind of feel like pleather. They don't feel like real leather and they don't feel like a really gross plastic. It's sort of in between these. This one has 2 elastics on the inside. Some people like to say 4 and they will put an insert on these. I don't recommend that because they are shorter. They will dig into your inserts, especially into the spine. And those 2 notebooks you put on here, they will kind of look like this. You'll always have to reposition them because they will not sit flat or properly in this notebook. It also has some space here for cards and then it has a secretarial pocket. Here there is no back pocket, which is great because that alleviates some of the bulk as well as the weight if you're going to be shoving things in that back pocket a lot. And again, we want to be light because it is summertime. And sometimes people just want a lighter skinny mini notebook to begin with. Now both of these are identical, they're just in different colors. So this also has the 2 strings as well. It is spring, we're going to be going into summer soon, and I just wanted something that's a little bit lighter than this very dark black. So this was out, which leaves us with this guy. And the reason why I chose not to go with this one isn't anything to do with the actual product itself or the way it looks or how the notebooks will lay. None of that. It actually has to do with the fact that I was missing this guy. This is a Foxy Fix and it has 1 string in it and everything I put in here actually fit on the 1 string just fine while I piggybacked things together. So I went with this guy. Now this is, sorry. I had an email come up that I had to answer. Anyway, this is a Foxy Fix. This is in the standard size. They also used to call it a number 6 in the Foxy Fix world. They're no longer open. I mean, I don't think. I got tired of looking. I was really sad when they closed. It happened during COVID, so I don't know if they'll ever come back. This is from the Wildflower collection, and this color is amber, and it's beautiful, and I wish I would have bought more of this color and this leather, and it has this cute little tree stamped over here in the corner, and I'm from Colorado, and everywhere I look, I see, you know, junipers and evergreens, so I love it, I love it, I love it. Every time I pull out this notebook, I have at least one person, or maybe it's the same person, I don't know. It's usually 1 to 2 people ask if I would ever consider selling it, and the answer is no, because I love it too much. But I appreciate you asking, and I know. Foxy Fix just needs to come around. I don't know what else to say. So on the inside here, we have the 1 string, and I have everything piggybacked and neatly put together inside here so that it fits nicey nice. I even have a writing board which can be pretty thick. There's no way I could have gotten all of this into a standard traveler's notebook, which is meant to be skinny mini. It's just not going to happen. And so this is my favorite Foxy Fix, and I wish I would have gotten more standards with 1 string because they are just like the perfect size for me. On the outside here, I have a the camel colored string from Traveler's Company. It goes really well with this amber color. It's gorgeous. As far as this notebook is concerned, I'm trying my best to have this be more about working on things like my vocab and Duolingo and other stuff that I just need to sit down and find 20 minutes to an hour for in total and get done. I fell off on Duolingo. I haven't done any vocabulary. I know you guys, if you've been following my channel for a while, remember how I was doing my vocabulary on my daily pages in my A5 and how I've done them in the past as spreads. Sorry, I'm having asthma. I had to stop. But I just haven't been doing it. I've fallen off so hard and I miss my vocab. And so I thought putting it in here would work. So part of the reason why I thought that a traveler's notebook would work best for these types of things is because if you've ever had like a full-on, we'll just pretend like this is a regular notebook and not a planner. If you've had a regular notebook and you take out a section and you say, this is where I'm going to put all my vocab, and then this is where I'm going to put my writing, and over here, this is where I'm going to put like all of my reading journal notes. One section usually fills up before the other, and that's always a pain in the butt. And so with a traveler's notebook, you can have an insert for each different subject, and then when that insert fills up, you just take it out and you put in volume 2, which is pretty awesome. And I really miss having a chance to do that. And so also, here's the thing, when you have, like, again, we're pretending this is a notebook. I'm too lazy to get up and I can't breathe anyway. When you have a notebook like this and it comes time to store this notebook, it really sucks to have to pull out like 5 different notebooks just to look at a few sections of each notebook to see all of like your reading notes, for instance. Whereas here you can store in a box all of your reading notes. Yeah, storage still sucks, but at least when I'm looking at an insert, I know that this is an insert full of reading notes, if that makes sense. So I don't know, there's something about that I really miss. And for those of you who are like, hey Sylvia, what happened to the composition notebooks? Still using them for certain things, but these are things that I can get done in the car while I'm waiting for people that I'm, taking to doctor's appointments and what have you. And I tried a composition notebook in my car, and those things are just so huge and they're just ridiculous, and they were too hard for me to just like sit behind my steering wheel and use. Now in the past, when I had writing, like when I was doing, I don't remember, I was doing writing probably for a nano, and I had to take my sister to a doctor's appointment. I took my laptop and I sat on the other side in the passenger seat over here, just so that I could have more space to type. But I don't always want to do that. And I prefer to just have something that's a little bit more narrow and easy to just plop on my lap and write. And so that's therefore why the traveler's notebooks and the inserts. And for those of you who are wondering why I'm not going with a passport or just a little bit taller with a pocket, the reason really is I would fill up those notebooks too fast for my vocab or for even like reading notes. They would fill up too fast, and I don't have an abundance of those things. I do have an abundance of the standard sized inserts, so therefore standard size. Okay, you guys, that is everything I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope it was helpful to all of you, and I will be sharing this in the next video or so once I get things set up, and we'll see how it goes. I can't help myself. I always think when I move into something like this, even though I'm thinking, hey, this could be just a secondary thing for secondary stuff, I kind of want to make it a planner. Because my planner currently, not this one, where's my, see, I don't even have it with me. My, hold on, let me grab it. Seriously, you guys, I have no idea where it went. But you guys know my pocket Moleskine, I just had it. I think I moved it off my desk so I'd have space for all of those traveler's notebooks, and I don't know what I did with it. These little planners are not getting me to plan. They're not getting me excited about planning. They're not helping me to open the stupid planner. And if you don't open the stupid planner, then, what's going to happen? I don't know. In the past, I have opened up like a notebook like this, and then my planner like this, and had them ready in the morning. So when I sat down, I would do boom, the first one, then the second one, and then the third one. I've gotten out of practice of doing that, but it's also something I need to get back to, and I recommend to you, because a lot of times when I do that, it works. And I make sure to open every single one. Yeah, but if you don't come to your office and sit at your desk, that doesn't help either. So there's that. But anyway, I will be sharing with you in the next video or so what this all looks like and what's going on in here, because I'm still deciding and I have like a week left to decide whether I want to make this, sorry, text message. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I have like a week left to decide whether or not I'm going to put a bullet journal in here or not. And for those of you who have been staring at this, because you probably have, I burned myself trying to make eggs. I say trying to make fried eggs because I don't know if, I mean, I did make them, but I don't know if it's considered actually making them if you burn yourself. That sounds like something a noob would do, and I'm not a noob, but I always burn myself when I make fried eggs. What am I doing wrong? I probably need to Google that or watch a video or something. Yeah, but I burned myself pretty good. Yeah, so that's everything. All right, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.